What's up, Knicks Nation? Welcome to NBA Fan Saturdays. And boy, do we have a show today. Wemby and the San Antonio Spurs dismantle Ant-Man and the Minnesota Timberwolves. My question for today, well, one of my questions for today is Wemby the biggest threat to the New York Knicks championship run? And in that same game, Ant-Man, the young superstar phenom, did something that we never seen before. It was said by Udonis Haslem that what Ant-Man did made him not to be out to be a good leader. We're going to talk about that as well. And could this be Kawhi Leonard? Is he a better trade target than Giannis Antetokounmpo? Believe it or not, that's what one GM had to say. The reports on LeBron's future seems to be pointing him away from New York. And of course, we're motioning to the conference finals. The Western Conference is pretty much set, but the East still has some unfinished business. And Miles Turner, he spills the beans. Man, some players just have a lot to say who normally don't say much. So we're going to talk about all of that today on NBA Saturday. First off, big time salute to everybody in the building. The weather in New York is beautiful. But before we begin the show, we do have to address the proper formality. We have to smash that like button. So as you enter the show, it's only right that you smash that like button and let the YouTube algorithm know that this is the place to be. NBA Fan Saturdays in full effect. And while you're at it, you might as well subscribe, because we know that in the last 28 days that well over 50% of you guys are not subscribed. So subscribe now to help us close the gap. We're on the road to 10,000 subscribers. Each time we reach a new subscriber milestone, we have special giveaways. And the first is the 5K giveaway. But we will give away a rookie Jalen Brunson trading card. All you have to do is subscribe. No phone numbers, no emails, no janky websites. Subscribe now, and you will automatically be entered for a chance to win. Big time salute to everybody in the building. I see Zach. I see Marvin. I see you. Big time salute to J-Tap. Hey, yo, J-Tap, I saw you in the Discord server, man. You better come to the watch party. Forget all that California stuff. Big time salute to Marie. I see you. My man, Zach. All right. Big time salute to you. Who else is up in there? Big time salute to my man, Fritz. Great to see you. Who else is up in here? Okay. Buzzer beater. Smash that like button. Detroit number 9. I'm going to warn you early, number 9. You better tread lightly. You better tread lightly. All right. Is that my man JV from the Bronx in the building? I see you. All right. Rolling Dog, big time salute to you. Bravo. What's good? I see you, Bravo. All right. OKF Nation in the building. We form like Voltron. Y'all know what time it is. We represent all day. Now, before I actually begin getting into these topics and eventually open up the phone lines, I do want to say a couple of things. Tomorrow, all right, we got some things going on. Hold on, before I get to tomorrow, I think I might come back tonight. I might come back tonight for Knicks Nocturnal, a late show. There's some Knick business to discuss, believe it or not. There's a lot of Knick things that I've seen. I've been watching people saying certain things. So I might come back tonight, man. We might do a late doubleheader today. But tomorrow, instead of doing our typical members-only Sundays for the channel members, salute to the channel members. Y'all are lit. I do appreciate y'all support. But we're going to do the members-only op watch party. We did it on Friday. We're going to do it again tomorrow. So make sure you're in the building. 7:45 p.m. Game 7, Detroit versus the Cavaliers. We going to watch the game together. Members-only panel show is going to be lit. So if you are a channel member and you missed the one on Friday, definitely be in there on Sunday. It's going to be a movie. and it's always fun. And feel free to join the panel because I'm not getting up there to talk by myself. All right. Also, tomorrow, I would like to sneak in another show. I don't know how I'm going to do it. I'm going to see if I can sneak in like a little early joint, an early level-headed Knicks tape. Level-headed Knicks tape. An early level-headed Knicks talk show. But right after the game tomorrow, we will have a Pick'ems Challenge show. So make sure y'all in the building. We will be doing another contest giveaway. Salute to my man Joe from AC. All right, Joe, I'm going to get back to your email. He won the second round challenge we did. So now we're going to do the Eastern Conference Finals Pick'em Challenge. So literally right after the game, be ready to make your picks. I think Tuesday, when we do the Blue and Orange Brunch Show, that would be the last day you guys can make your pick right before the game. Of course, I would do a members only post, and you could call up or you could super chat your pick as well. But that'll start tomorrow once we know who our opponent is. All right. And then, of course, this Saturday coming up next week, we got the first ever, well, not the first ever, but I guess you could say the second annual, all right, OKF watch parties going down. Q Bar, Saturday, May 23rd. That's in Queens, Bayside, representing, all right? And we're going to have a good time. There's pool, there's food, there's drinks, there's Knicks, there's good vibes. If you want to come, all you have to do is this. RSVP. All I need is your name and how many people you're coming with. So I'm going to put the link in the chat right now. All right. I mean, it's going to say RSVP link. All right. All right. Because I want to get a head count of who's coming. You feel me? We're going to have multiple giveaways, man. Hopefully you guys pop up and show up. It's going to be a good time. So look, I'm literally doing it live. All right. And I'm putting this link in the chat. Bam. All right. All you got to do is click that link and you will see it and you will be able to go to the RSVP. All right. All right. When you get to the link tree, it'll say Knicks Playoff Watch Party. You click it and then that will take you to the form. All right. So big time salute to everybody in the building. I'm going to get to my first topic. I guess the first thing we could do is we could take a look at the playoff tree. So that's where I'm going to go. Let me get there really quickly. Bam. And so we can investigate. Now, the last time we did this show, that was right before, because I don't think we did it last week, but we did it the week before last week. And, you know, just to show y'all how on point we be, like we said that it was crazy disrespectful that they had the Boston Celtics to be the favorite to win the East, and now they're not even in the playoffs anymore. Right? We talked about that day. And now when you look at the bracket, y'all. All right? We got the Knicks waiting patiently. Josh Hart said, man, it's too much rest. It's too much goddamn rest. But we waiting for the winner of the Pistons and the Cavaliers as they duke it out in a Game 7. You know, if we could talk more about that game as well. Who do you think will win that game? You know, whatever y'all would like to discuss on the playoff picture. I'm sticking with my pick, the Cleveland Cavaliers. I picked the Cavaliers before the season started, so I'm not changing up now. You know, I ain't spooky in the goddamn woods. I'm sticking with my pick, goddammit. I'm not changing up because it's looking bleak. And the Pistons do have a shot to win. They are now the favorite to win tomorrow's game. So, you know, you can't count the Pistons out. They've been a team that battled through adversity. Even though I think that some of the struggles are just laughable. You're going up against the Orlando Tragic and you're struggling without their best player on the floor. You know, so I think tomorrow's game is as 50-50 as it could possibly ever be. And I'm still sticking to my pick. Y'all can let me know what you guys think. Now, I'm going to eat some crow on this one here. I was wrong about the San Antonio Spurs. I know the Brownsville Spurs fan is out there happy. And, you know, they completely mollywopped the Minnesota Timberwolves. And we're going to talk about Ant-Man in a second. But the San Antonio Spurs are showing that, as a young team, they are ready to battle with the big dogs. Do I think they're going to beat Oklahoma City? No, I don't. I'm sticking with once again, one thing about me, I'm stubborn in that way. I'm not changing my pick for nothing. And don't give me no crap about regular season success versus postseason success. The results are always mixed. So just because they beat them boys up in the regular season in Oklahoma doesn't mean they're going to beat them up in the next round. But the question of the day tonight is Wemby the biggest threat for the Knicks to win the championship? I'm curious to see what you guys think. That's why I'm asking that question. I guess you got to put some respect on Wemby's name, but at the same time, do you really think he will get past the Oklahoma City Thunder? But I was wrong about them not advancing out of the second round. However, I still don't think they beat the Oklahoma City Thunder, who was also prepped and primed to get their power forward, small forward, actually. Jalen Williams, he is prepared to return. That's the latest report. We saw that today. So with a healthy Jalen Williams coming back, does that put Oklahoma City over the top? Did it even matter? Did they even need Jalen Williams? I'm curious to see how Wemby's going to do against another superstar that's healthy. Could we go there? How is he going to do against SGA, the foul merchant, the foul bandit, the foul super flopper? How's he going to deal with that? When you got somebody who can bust back, right? Where Ant-Man was hurt. He played hurt. So we could talk about that. And since I'm here, let me introduce what Ant-Man did to those of you who may not know. So Ant-Man was seen at the 8-minute mark walking. Remember, the game is still going. 8 minutes left in the game. He was seen approaching the San Antonio Spurs bench, dapping them up, saying, "Good game, y'all. Good game. Y'all the better team. Y'all nice. Y'all super nice. Good luck." The game is still, we've never seen that before. What are your thoughts about that? Udonis Haslem said something that was pretty interesting to me. He said that, well, that's just not a good leader to me. Now, Ant-Man is young. Do you question Ant-Man's leadership in that moment? What do you guys think about that? Him going over there, dapping them up, and pretty much conceding the game before it ended. I'd never seen that before. I watched basketball a long time. I never seen nobody walk over to the bench, dap up the entire Stafford record label like Tupac would say, and give them all pounds. And at first I was like, does this make Ant-Man a bad leader? Then he gets on the podium and, he's like admitting that they were a better team, talking about the players not following the coaches. And it just was a very honest. And usually I don't like listening to player interviews because I think it's the biggest cap of all caps. But Ant-Man is one of the guys who I like to listen to the most, because when he's frustrated, he's going to give you his real sentiments. So I'm curious to know what you guys think about that. Big time salute to my man, AP. He said, Knicks win the trade. Who wins the game tomorrow? Ooh. I'm sticking with my pick, Cleveland. But if I'm going to tell you that that's just my pick, but like if based off what I saw, and if you want me to go off of just the objectivity of the matter, I'm going to go with, I think that the Pistons have a great chance to win tomorrow. I'm going to keep it real. I think the Pistons should win tomorrow. Now, what should happen and what could happen more than likely won't happen. I'm not rooting for the Cavaliers, but I picked them. So, I would love to be right, but it won't be the first time I missed a pick. I usually get most of them right. Like I told y'all, all of those teams south of Jersey with food, I told y'all that. I never believed in none of them. Y'all tried to sell me on Orlando. I never believed it. That was actually supposed to be my poll today. That was supposed to be what was the poll today, dude? Did y'all vote in my poll today? I can't remember what I selected, man. I wrote that like in the middle of the night. Let me see. I said, is OG Anunoby a go for the Easter? Yeah, I should have saved that for Sunday. That actually is the better question right there. Is it safe to say that the Knicks have won the Dante DiVincenzo, Julius Randle for Towns trade? That's going to be my poll tomorrow. I think that it would be safe to say it because now for the first time we've gone further than Minnesota, right? And Towns is balling, so I think it's safe to say that, AP. If I had to weigh in on it. Now, a lot can still happen next year. You know, what if Randall is moved and flipped for somebody else? How far do we wait to decide who wins a trade? How long does that go on? It's very interesting stuff. All right, very interesting stuff. I'm gonna get into a couple of more. I'm gonna introduce a couple of more topics. Then I'll open up the phone lines. All right, we're gonna have some level-headed Knicks talk on the NBA Saturday. But I got nothing but NBA topics because you know, the Knicks stuff, we still waiting for our opponent. And I got some good Knicks stuff I wanted to save for later that we definitely could talk about. But if you want to talk about anything with the Knicks, you can, because the Knicks are a part of the NBA. But I'm gonna go to the Kawhi route. I'm gonna share who said that Kawhi was a better trade target than Giannis. And what do y'all think about that off the rip? Are y'all jacking that? Do you think that Kawhi is a better target? While Giannis Antetokounmpo dominates off-season trade discussion, that's a fact. People talking about Giannis all day. I just told y'all, see, you got to give me credit that I'm a person of integrity, right? I told y'all I wasn't going to talk about the Giannis trade for the rest of the playoffs. I'm probably sacrificing thousands of views doing this because literally I probably at least 2 to 3 shows a week I could be talking about Giannis. Like seriously, like no cap, no none of that. And it'll get a lot of views. But I told y'all I'm focused on the mission right now. I believe in these Knicks. I do believe that we're on the mountaintop looking down at OKC. I truly believe that. And you know, I save that summer business for summertime in terms of Giannis only. We could talk about other things, but I don't really want to push Giannis on the Knicks like that. But I will say he does dominate a lot of the offseason news, okay? At least one NBA executive believes the Los Angeles Clippers hold an equally compelling asset in Kawhi Leonard. The Clippers must decide this summer whether to extend, trade, or hold Leonard, who has one season at $50 million remaining on his contract. Now, that right there is super valuable. The 1 year left is what makes his contract super valuable to a lot of teams. A lot of teams are trying to cut salary, and they would love to get that $50 million. I got one team. Y'all ready for this? I got one team that could go get him right now. One team, and it won't be a surprise. You ready for this? Y'all ready? Hold on, I'll do drum roll. The Los Angeles Lakers. They got $79 million to play with. They can move whatever salary they don't want, or just absorb the contract outright. Trade whatever picks they want, because I think the Clippers, especially if the accusations are correct, will be willing to get out of the Kawhi Leonard business. The fact that he has a 1 year, $50 million contract, and Kawhi, just like Giannis, holds the leverage All Kawhi has to say, and he did it before, is I don't want to go to your team. So if you trade for me, I am leaving in the summertime. If Kawhi does that, no team is taking him. The Lakers will. And guess what? He will re-up and re-sign with the LA Lakers. I would not be surprised unless the Lakers get someone better, a la the Giannis guy or something like that. I think Kawhi Leonard ends up in a Lakers jersey. Yeah, if he's up for trade, if he's going somewhere, I think the Lakers will be a real deal. And then they can go over the cap, sign Reeves, okay? And then, you know, mid-level exception, whatever good veterans they want to get. Kawhi Leonard's younger than LeBron. LeBron could still come back. Now your lineup, now you have Reeves, Luka, Kawhi, LeBron. That'll be I ain't gonna lie, y'all. That's fire right there. That would be a fire lineup. Now, will it work? Will it win the championship? I don't know. But the Lakers would do that. Because the Lakers know that they could let him go. They could get somebody else. Either way, that $50 million could come right off the books. So that part right there, I think does make Kawhi a very interesting trade piece. But I would not personally put him above Giannis. I think that's a little ridiculous. You know, I don't think that. But I forgot I'm not in the research mode. My fault. Yeah, I was reading from here, by the way, on Real GM. I don't think that puts him above Giannis. I don't believe that. You know, but we could talk about that if you guys want to. Curious to see what your thoughts are on that. I'm not buying it, but hold on. Let me see something. Who said it? Every day you hear about da-da-da-da. Yeah, okay. Every day you hear about what's going on with Giannis, but everyone ignores that Kawhi has been better and healthier over the last 2 seasons. Is that true? Or would you say the last 1 season? Was Kawhi more healthy than Giannis over the last 2 seasons? Because I know Giannis played 65 games. Did Kawhi play 65 games last year? I don't remember. I mean, we could pull it up. But, you know, y'all want to keep sleeping on Giannis like the Milwaukee Bucks didn't keep Giannis out for way longer than he wanted to be out. But that's a whole nother politic. And it don't make no sense to me because, you know, why would you do that when you're trying to trade somebody? You don't want to drop their value, because if you're dropping their value, now that decreases the amount you get in return. Okay, so he played. Yo, do y'all see this? Kawhi played 37 games in 65 games, but look at how they write this. He has been better and healthier over the last 2 seasons. That's cap. This is why, something my man, Knicks will be champs. I'm not sure if that was Tugboat, but Knicks will be champs put up a stat about teams having an advantage when they get rest as opposed to going up against a team that played 7 games in the series prior. I asked him a question. I said, where did you get that from? Because I'm going to keep it real, y'all. I read so much news every day, and I find so many errors. Like this is an error. To say that he's healthy, he's been better and healthier than Giannis in the last 2 seasons, that's cap. That's cap. Seriously, that's cap. But it sounds better when you say that. And of course, they're quoting the executive. I know that. But the executive is wrong. If you had the chance to acquire one, I might go with Kawhi. This is what the executive said. I don't think they said the executive name. So, yeah, I don't think they said his name. And by the way, Giannis was All-NBA first team. Was Kawhi All-NBA first team? Can y'all let me know? Was Kawhi Leonard All-NBA first team last year? I could just save you on the search results. No, he wasn't. Okay? Definitely wasn't. Big time salute to my man AP. Hit the like button. Looking at Kate Cunningham sandwich. I hope NYK bring out the cannons and leave the barrel smoking. Ooh, that's fire. Ron, can you prepare to write the basketball autopsy report? Why do LA get to go over the cap? Oh, it's very simple. I'm glad. That's a great question. And first off, salute to you, AP, because a lot of you guys who were upset at me on the other show when I was explaining that your dream of getting Giannis, but holding on to Wingstop and all these guys, and now you don't got to move. No, it don't work like that. Let me explain the difference and show you the difference. All right. Now look, let me go to LA. All right. That's a great question, AP. I appreciate you, AP. That's fire. Right? That's fire. Now I can explain it. When you look at the money that they have, right? Okay, cool. Let me show you something. All right. Now, the proposed salary cap, I don't remember what it's going to be. I don't remember what it doesn't even matter. Just don't relax. I got this. I'm going to show y'all something. All right, let me show you where I get the $79 million number from. I guess I could start there. All right, so allocation space. Oh, it say wait a minute. It say $92 million right here though. I wonder how they got the $92 million. Wow, I see 92 million now. That's interesting. Wow. Okay. All right. So I'm just going to keep it at 79. Let's just say it's 79. All right. Somehow they got more money than that, but let's just say it's that. All right. Now, when we look at the salary right here, they don't have a lot of salary on their team. By the way, Austin Reeves is going to opt out of that. Austin Reeves is getting paid. So let me show you what the game is. The game is this. They're going to clear all of their cap holds. All of these guys you see here, Chris Manning, all of these dudes, they gone. Now, Rui is someone they'll probably hold on to, and Austin Reeves. So they'll do the trade. Notice, when they're doing the trade, let's say, well, Marcus Smart, they can't do nothing, but they could get rid of Nick Smith. Ayton's going to opt in. I don't see Ayton opting out. Now, if Ayton opts out of his contract, y'all see that $8 million right there? That's even more money they'll have. It says 92 right here. You see this? It says that, but I'm just gonna act like I'm gonna ignore that. I'm gonna ignore that. Don't worry about that. Right? It was 79. You do the trade for Kawhi. Now, when you do the trade for Kawhi, you could send Jake LaRavia if you wanted to. Dalton Connect, get off of Connect, right? You could send whatever picks you want. Let me see what picks they got. If 1 through 4. So, okay, so they got their pick. It was protected. Okay, no, they don't got their pick this year. It went to Memphis. So Memphis has their pick. So they don't got their pick, but let me see. Let me see what they got. Oh, they do got their 2033. Okay. So they could give up the 2030. All right. So look, they got 2 first-round draft picks they could trade. And then they could swap another one. So they could swap this one if they wanted to. That's 3 draft picks right there. Okay. And remember also, here is the key to the deal. It's 2 things. Kawhi says, I want to go to LA. Remember, it's the leverage part too. Because they don't have the assets to trade, but they have the money. Do you see the cap space? That's the difference. We have no cap space. They have cap space. That's the difference. So that's why they could do it. So after they do the Kawhi trade, they'll be hard cap at depending on it. Now, it depends on, they'll be hard capped at the first apron. Yeah, they wouldn't be able to get into the first apron. So just look at this number right here. You see this number right here? Just look at this number. Very important. Kawhi makes $50 million. Just take $50 million off of there, right? Now, oh no, I just thought about it. They probably won't be able to do it. No, the Lakers wouldn't be able to do it unless they get rid of Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt contract has to go there. They would have to get rid of Vanderbilt. If they could get rid of Vanderbilt, they could do the deal. Because they're going to be hard capped here and they got to sign Austin Reeves. So let's say, what if they get Austin Reeves for $45 million and give LeBron the minimum? They'll be able to get it done. But they're not going to be able to match salary for Kawhi. You know, even if they traded their whole team, they won't have enough salary. Like if they said Vanderbilt, LaRavia, Connect, it wouldn't work. It wouldn't work like that. And LeBron is on a non-guaranteed contract. So they got to make a decision on Bronny too. So I don't know, with Austin Reeves, it'll be difficult. Only because now, when you're looking at this, they're going to be hard capped at the first apron. Kawhi, you take off $50 million for Kawhi. Then you take off another $50 million for Reeves. And now you don't really have much more money to do much, you know, unless Reeves maybe takes $40 million. If Reeves takes $40 million, they could do it. But if Reeves wants anything near $50 million, they're not going to be able to do it. But I don't know. Maybe they'll convince Reeves to take $40 million. Ain't that the Mikal Bridges contract? Maybe they'll give Reeves the Mikal Bridges deal, you know, or something maybe a little bit more than Mikal, you know. But it's all about Austin Reeves' contract because they don't want to lose out on him. All right. But that's the way basketball works. All right. The politics. So depending on what Reeves signs for and who they trade, and if Kawhi says he wants to go there, that's how they'll get it done. AP, hopefully you understand what I said just now. All right. Hopefully you understand what I said just now. Hopefully it makes sense. And you see the minus 92 million in cap space too. I don't know how this number is accurate because it's supposed to be 79, but whatever. If this is right, I mean, that's more wiggle room. It could happen. They could get it done, but it depends. All right. I'm gonna save the Miles Turner for a little bit later. I'm gonna get to the phone line. 646-995-8389. Call up. This is NBA Fan Saturdays. By the way, I'm on hard clock status. 3 minutes. No clocks. Get 8 minutes max. Callbacks 5 minutes. All right. So we on a hard clock. Just to let y'all know, we dealing with a hard clock. Let me see who's in the building. By the way, if you just joined, smash that like button. We got a whole lot of topics we talk about today. If you want to call up, 646-995-8389. Call up, voice your opinion. Yes, Ty, I am going to trigger you today, Ty. I see you in the chat. You think I can't see you? What are you talking about? J-Tap, use the real numbers. What's the real numbers? It's anywhere between 79 and the 92. I don't know how they got. I'm gonna keep it real. I don't know how they got the 92 though. I really don't know how they got there. You feel me? I really do not know how they got that number. I keep it real on the mic. I tell you if I don't know something. You know, I know a lot, but I don't know it all. I don't know how they got the 92. I really don't. All right. Smash that subscribe button if you're not subscribed. All right. Because I know that a lot of you guys. All right. Browser, what is this? No, you sending it to the wrong number, brother. You gotta send it to my name. Hold on. I'm gonna send you the right name, yo. Hold on. You gotta send it to my name, family, not to the number. My number is not connected to my Cash App. This is not like my personal number. This is a show phone. I don't take this phone with me. All right. So if you want to contact me, the best way to get in contact with me is via email. All right. Hold on. Let me damn, how do I do this? I know how to do this. Oh, okay. Yeah. I got you right now. All right. Also, by the way, the Cash App link is in my link tree. Linktree/TheObjectiveFan. All right. Bam. I sent you the text. All right. Hold on. Oh. Let me send it here. Yeah, that's the link though, Bronzeville. All right, let me get to the line. 646-995-8389. Call up, voice your opinion. Wow, of course we got the out-of-towners. Oh, Zach, I see you. He says it's the guaranteed amount. Okay, Zach. I thought it was 79, but okay. What's good, Bronx?
Hello.
What's going on? Can you hear me?
Hello.
Bronx, are you there? Are you there? Hold on. Damn. Hold on. Can you hear me now, Bronx?
Hello.
Can you hear me? Uh-oh. Can you hear me? Let me get him back on the line. Hold on. I should be good now. I didn't connect the mic. Hold on. Let me make sure it's connected over here too. Yeah, it's over. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's what it was. I got it. What's good, Bronx?
Salute.
How you feeling, man? I hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. I just want to say, I see you. What's that? May 24th for the Western Conference Finals and the bar shit. I'm in there, man.
No, the 23rd for the Knicks.
Yeah.
Are you in there? All right, yo, hit the link tree, man. Hit the link tree.
Yeah. I definitely did. I just signed up and all that, man.
Oh, okay, bet. Yeah. So I look forward to seeing you. It's gonna be a great time, brother.
Oh, facts. The
spot is nice too. We could play pool, though. Everything. Huh?
I said I call for something different other than the Knicks talk, man.
Oh yeah, let's go. NBA Saturdays. Where we going? Where you want to talk about? Ant-Man? What's up?
Stop. Yeah, got to, man. Y'all got to stop blaming Randall, man. That man Stephon Castle is different, bro. And people don't understand. As much as they talk about Wemby, they're not talking about how Stephon Castle is actually becoming a star, a young star in this league. Like a lot of things lie, but numbers don't lie. Like we all
That's
know
facts.
that.
Yeah, Castle's nice. No, Castle's nice. I like Castle.
Right. And he's 21 and only getting better.
Yep.
Yeah. I feel like Ant-Man digressed from last year to this year. Yeah, people could say the injuries, but he still played 9 days after the injuries because, they was calling him Wolverine, saying how he was healthy and recovered, so he would have been no excuse.
Right.
He just didn't show up, man, and there's just no excuse. And people say Randall didn't show up. Randall had the hardest job ever guarding an MVP. That's 7'4" that you have no answer for. Like, be honest, man. This man is
Wemby's he's a problem.
Nobody has no. Huh?
He's a problem.
Forget a problem. That man is. The only way to stop Wemby is Wemby got to stop Wemby. He got to get hurt or something. You're not stopping a 7'4" guy that got handles, can shoot, the pull up, and now he's only reading the game and getting better. For what I've been seeing, he's just been reading the game each of those playoffs and been watching tape.
So is he the biggest threat to the Knicks winning this championship? Is that what you're saying?
I wouldn't even say Wemby. I would just say the Spurs as a team in whole. From Dylan Harper to Stephon Castle to Devin Vassell. They got young defensive guards. That's how Indiana caught us off pace. We didn't expect Aaron Nesmith and Nimhard and all of. We knew what Halliburton and Pascal Siakam was going to do, but it was them other guys.
Okay.
And over there in the Spurs, they building all-stars. They not even just building regular role players. Like, they building young all-stars and superstars. They dangerous.
So we see the Spurs. So we see the Spurs in the finals. Who you picking to win?
Of course, I'm going with my Knicks, man. I'm gonna go
all right, that's all I want to hear, baby. That's all I want to hear.
It's a team full of monsters. But at the end of the day, I'm realistic, man, and I realize it's a 7'4" giant named Wemby on our head that the NBA gonna have a problem dealing with, and he's gonna get all the awards, MVP, depots, all and niggas ain't gonna be able to stop it, man.
Well, I hear you, Bronx, man. I appreciate you, brother. And look, I look forward to seeing you next week too, man.
Nah, yeah, facts. It's definitely popping out with the Knicks again too, man. You know how it is.
100%. We gonna be in there heavy, representing. All right, big time. All right. Yeah, we gonna be up in there. Yes, a lot of people telling me they coming, man. This is good. This is good, man. This is good. I look forward to seeing y'all, man. For real. Hold on. The Bronzeville Spurs fan said, I won the debate. That's cap, Bronzeville. First off, we're both in the conference finals. I told you I don't think we're gonna see you. And there's still a good chance that we won't see you. You gotta beat the mighty, mighty Thunder. Now, if you beat the mighty, mighty Thunder, now you're showing me something. Now, okay, but I still think we got the recipe and the antidote, Bronzeville. And by the way, he on the line. Let me get Bronzeville on the line. Let me get my man Bronzeville on the line. He sent me a cash app. Big time salute to him. Big time salute to my man Buzzer Beater for the jewels. I do appreciate that. What's going on, Bronzeville? Where you trying to come through with the Spurs talk? What's up, man?
Yo, man, I know. I was hoping you gave me a call last night, man. It's.
No, I didn't go live. I wound up not going live.
I know.
Last night.
But it's a little, unfair when we lose. I got the call. It's 2 a.m. I'm sleeping, wiping the cold
Well, you can
out
talk
my
your talk
eye,
now.
see who's this paging me and why. And it's you. But you know what?
What's up?
But I don't get the page when we demolish a team and put the fear of, I don't want to say God because I love God too much, but the fear of man into every other man that lives on this earth.
Did you think what Ant-Man did was weak? Did you think what he did was weak by going over there 8 minutes left?
You know what though? And I'll tell you this. I'll share this with you. I mean, I don't like to band it in, but I told my son, I said, yo, because he's a basketball fan too. But I told him, I said, yo, listen, this series is really sweet already. It's like we beat them 5 games already. It's the games they won, we should have won. So Ant-Man as a player already knew that. So by the time they were down by 30, it was pretty much they already knew that 2 games ago that they weren't going to win the series. I feel like he knew he didn't deserve to win that series. But I think Ant-Man, if you want to be honest with me, you hear it here first. You saw that hat he was wearing?
Which hat? Ant-Man was wearing?
In a press conference.
I didn't even notice the hat.
It was 5 Atlanta. 5 Atlanta logos.
Oh.
And during the season, because I know you don't follow the Spurs, but during the season,
right,
when we had a post game show, I'm a fanatic like that. I look at the post game press conferences to kind of get a feel for it. But Ant-Man came out and said, he's like, who's one of your favorite players? He's like, Stephon Castle is my favorite player.
Oh, come on. I don't like that. I don't like that.
No, but this is during the regular season. And you know why? Because he's from the A.
Oh, now, that's his man's in there. Okay.
Right. So you know why that scares me a little? Because I think Ant-Man is going to make his trek back to the A.
You think so? Why?
Because he's from the A. Who wants to play in Minnesota, man? Come on.
No, that's true. That's true.
Come on, let's be honest. You're a black man. Why are you playing in Minnesota? There's been no superstar, and I may get some slack for this, but there's no black athlete that stays in Minnesota. It's just not that. It's not pasted that way. Kevin Garnett left. Towns left. He got traded, but he left. These are number 1 draft picks. You don't just trade number 1 draft picks.
So, do you think the Oklahoma City Thunder? You think y'all gonna wipe the floor with them? Keep it real.
I'm telling you, we sweeping them.
Oh,
you may. I'm telling you, we are sweeping them. You may not agree with it. You may not agree. I don't care. Hold on, I got another Laker hater next to me, but a Laker lover. These guys. But what I'm saying is, we're gonna sweep them, and the world is gonna be on notice after that. And I'm not gonna tell you why. I'm not gonna tell you why. And it's not about hype right now. It's just it's a matchup problem. It is a matchup problem. Our guards are better than their guards. Everybody loves OKC, but none of their guards. I've been telling people this since last year. Their guards cannot create. They do not handle force well. If you
But
have
Case and
four,
Wallace is nice. I don't know what you're talking about. Case and
listen,
Wallace,
and I'm
Isaiah
gonna tell you
Joe.
this, and I'm gonna tell you this. I won the debate
No, hell no.
because I told
Hell
you
no.
I won the debate, man. I'm crowning myself. I'm gonna wear your
You
t-shirt.
beat the Wolves. How you win the Come on.
I'm gonna wear
you
my
gotta
t-shirt,
stop.
bro. I'm gonna wear my own t-shirt. I'm gonna wear my own t-shirt. It looks good on me.
Dog, listen, you better hope y'all lose the OKC, because if y'all go to the finals, dog, you're gonna have to wear that Sohan jersey around Bronzeville, dog. And we gonna film it.
I can't. I told you that is not. I can't do that. I can't do that. That's.
Yeah, I'm gonna take you to your block with the Sohan jersey, dog.
I cannot do that. I cannot do that. I told you. That's danger.
But
I
yo,
can't do it.
but yo,
all I'm saying-
Bronzeville, man. Get your last point out.
I'm gonna get one thing out real quick.
Mhm.
You guys forget about Detroit. I'm not gonna. The Knicks need to worry about Detroit, but I'm just telling you that the Spurs, if once we beat them in the OKC, I think the NBA is gonna recognize what I've recognized for the last year. Wembanyama is this generation's, or I don't know, it might be the greatest ever, but he's this generation's Jordan. And nobody's gonna beat him. Nobody's gonna beat him. Nobody's gonna beat him. And then what makes it worse is he already has his Pippen. He already has his Ron Harper.
We're gonna beat him this year, so it's all good.
Dennis Rodman. He already has all the pieces around him.
We're gonna beat him this year, so he gonna get that 1 L on his resume. Now the future, I can't speak for the future. I do think in the future he's gonna be unstoppable.
I will tell you this, man. I like the Knicks, what they put together. And if we catch Mike Brown as the coach, knowing what we know about him and our resume on him, because remember, if you look at the playoffs right now, OKC, Sam Presti, Spurs, Mike Brown, Spurs. 3 of the 4 teams left are Spurs. They came from our tree.
Man, look, Brosville, I gotta go, but
I'm talking facts.
I gotta go, Brosville.
This is why I won the debate, man. This is why I won the debate.
I can't wait. You did not win the debate.
I told you Harper. Harper is the #1 person. He set a record.
I know, as a rookie, he's nice. But look, we're gonna talk later, Brosville. We're gonna talk later, Brosville. I got you.
All right.
I got you.
All right.
Big time.
One respect, big time, man. But love the Spurs.
No doubt.
Start loving them.
Hey, up. Get him out of here. He gotta go. We will never love the Spurs. Big time salute to my man AP. He says Spurs kryptonite, Mikal Bridges. I don't know why. Yo, he gets busy against the Spurs. Look, if the Spurs beat the Oklahoma City Thunder, now they show me something. But I still have to ask the question, is Wemby the greatest threat to the Knicks championship? What say y'all? I'm curious to see what you guys got to say. Oh, let me get my OKF Nation people up in the building. See my man Zach, Ty. What's going on, Zach? King.
What's good, guy?
Hey, man, you see these people talking smack, man. We got San Antonio Spurs people. Oh, my God. What do you got to say, man?
I mean, Brownsville is delusional. The man was delusional last night on the watch party. Even when I brought up the whole Maxey De'Aaron Fox thing, he couldn't even answer the question. But nonetheless, I mean, it's funny how, every team is still better than the Knicks, no matter what they show, no matter what different wrinkles they bring, no matter how many teams they blow out going to the Eastern Conference Finals. It's just hilarious how still every team is better than the Knicks when it comes to fandom. I just love that. I think it's hilarious. But I mean, there's a lot of things like with Saturday. So the Lakers actually it's interesting what you were talking about with the Lakers. So there is a little wrinkle there. So with Kawhi, right? They actually could sign. So if they sign Kawhi first, right?
They got to trade for him. He's under contract.
No, I'm saying if they trade for him on a sign and trade or whatever, and then they can actually sign Reeves and go over the cap no matter what because he's bird rights.
Right. No. I wasn't questioning that. It's you're going to be hard cap at that first apron if you don't match salary. You have to match the salary.
Yeah.
That's what the same thing with the Mikal trade. So so look, when you go back to that diagram, they got $100 million in first apron space. So that is more important than the salary cap number. That means you can't go over that. So let's say Kawhi takes 50, then Reeves, you don't know how much he's going to sign. 45, 50. If he signs for 50, you can't do it. You ain't going to be able to put together a team because you're automatically going to be hard capped at that number. So it depends on the salaries you're sending out and what Reeves signs for. So those two aspects matter a lot in this whole, deal that they might do or try to.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying it has to be a sign and trade. It has to be some sort of sign and trade to make it work with Kawhi. That's why I'm saying it was complicated.
It's very
But I
complicated.
mean, yeah, the Lakers do have some wiggle room though. It's just
They do.
they're a very interesting team the way they structured the contract.
Yeah.
So, but
they could get it done if they really wanted
I don't
to.
care about I could care less about the Fakers. If their whole team could collapse into the ocean,
Right.
I do live here in LA, but I hate the Lakers.
I hear you.
But no, I think there's a lot of positives for the Knicks going into this next series with the break. I'm not really worried about either team. I'm more worried about the Knicks and them, posting back to that nonchalant type of play. That's my only concern, obviously. But I honestly, looking at the last 4 games against Philadelphia, I really think the Knicks have turned the page, man. I think we're seeing a different team coming forward, and I'm not just talking about this year. I'm talking about years to come. I just think they've found something in themselves which can be not only continued but can be worked upon. Like El Figgy said the other night, and I agreed with. I said it the night before. I was like, I honestly would love to see more of a bolstering of the bench, and just keep this thing going, especially if they win the shit. There's no reason to rock the boat. You just keep making small, subtle improvements, and that's how you keep yourself going.
Right. Bingo. And that's why I'm leaning towards that. I do appreciate you, man.
I appreciate you. Let's go Knicks. OKF Nation.
All right. Big time. I forgot to talk to him. To all the West Coast people, he was trying to do a watch party on the West Coast. I'm not sure how serious he was about it, but they were talking about it. Let me get my man King in here, and then Ty, I got you next, Ty. Listen, Ty, I know Ty is triggered. I knew Ty is triggered. Oh my God. Funny. Is Wemby the biggest threat to the Knicks, man? What say you?
What's going on, family?
What's going on, King? Brooklyn in the building, man.
Let's go. Man, looking forward to the matchup, man. However it go, these guys, man, they're gonna have a short stop. It's times now, man. It's now or never for us, man. To kick in the gears. Hopeful, man, that this team just sticks on the gear that we on, man. We don't find ourselves in foul trouble, and that in the event we do find ourselves in foul trouble, we have the right buttons to push, man. Just proud to be a Knick right now, man. Happy to have this time off. Happy to have OG back healthy. I didn't really think that injury was going to be significant anyway. But to have him back shooting and come back into the fold of what we already got going on is, where I'm at right now in terms of the NBA. Right. In terms of the matchup that may be described on the West Coast side, I really think the Spurs have the momentum, man, to get it done. We'll have to see, man, how healthy J-Dub is and how he's incorporated going into the next series. But they obviously have a resting period for themselves too. And the experience is for sure going to factor in. But off base, though, man, the draft is incoming. I think it's going to shake up a lot of things in the league. Giannis obviously is the big domino to fall before anything really gets going. And I think we'll see everything else unload in terms of what's described after this Eastern Conference series is done. Because I'm thinking if the Cavs do lose, there very well may be a big change in that backcourt. I don't think it's a certainty that Donovan stays there or Harden. So we also could see those two guys go, very well to new destinations, and anything happen with the Giannis move. But let's go Knicks, man. How you feeling?
I'm feeling great, man. I still feel like we're on the mountaintop looking down at OKC. That's gonna be my first blog article I do.
I think they're shooting better, and that is the intangible, especially with the volume that Shea has shot, as well as K and Brunson. I mean, I think they all pick up their volume. I think they knew they had to. But I mean, the way we shot, in that last series against the Sixers. I don't think OKC or the Spurs can match that type of 3-point shooting. Sure, they could get their volume up, but that doesn't mean they're going to shoot the effective and the efficient threes that's going to get the job done. They
Right.
got closers. Well, OKC has closers. I don't want to say the Spurs do. I think they just have variations of what they do. But
Right.
they will promote problems, and that bench is very confident, and it's a confident bunch, and they also can get hot from the three. I'm thinking whoever's going to win this finals is going to have to do all the intangible things. That's obviously rebounding at a large degree, having awesome synergy, shooting the three ball effectively, and also obviously just having that fluidity amongst the team that
10
represents the best version of
seconds.
themselves. And that's what I'm hopeful for the Knicks to keep doing, man. Push this agenda of playing through Cat, and obviously finding OG in the interim
Yeah.
parts, mastering
Mhm.
this off-ball movement from Brunson, and getting this job done, man. I need my Eastern Finals hat, man. I need that cap. Blessings,
That's
man. See you in the
facts.
channel, man. I'll get back at
Man,
you.
thank you, King. I appreciate you, man. Big time. All right. It's my man King from Brooklyn. First off, big time salute to Buzzer Beater on the Jules. Yeah, yo, I think King said it well. One of the things about the Knicks is that we're shooting the ball pretty effectively, especially when you have to double team Towns or Brunson or even OG. If you have to double or trap anyone on the Knicks, your rotation better be solid because we're shooting the best right now. And I just wish these teams the best of luck because they're going to need it. We're just on another level. And to factor in the defense, I think is going to be a major key. Let me get my man Ty in the building. All right, my man Ty up in here. I know Ty going crazy. 646-58389. Call up, voice your opinion. All right. We still cooking with hot grease. What's
Yo,
going on, Ty?
what's up, fam? What's going on? Okay,
Okay, you want me to say it for you? I hate Wemby.
I know, right? I know, I do. I don't take away from his greatness or his potential greatness, but I don't like it. And I think the league already put us on notice that he's going to be getting favoritism because of what they want him to be the face of the league. So that's why I don't like him. You elbowed him. You should have been suspended for that game because you intentionally elbowed that man in the face. That was not a basketball play. They kept him in for the next game. Ultimately, that was the Timberwolves' demise. Outside of Ant-Man being hurt, playing, with his heart, Ant-Man sent a message to his team saying, listen, I don't want to be here any longer. If anywhere you're going to send me, you send me to ATL. I think Ant-Man's going to be on the ride, on the move. And we'll see what happens with that. But I don't see Ant-Man getting that uniform next year.
Damn.
When it comes to who's the biggest threat, it's a funny topic, man. First of all, the biggest topic is the team that's going to win on tomorrow. They're the biggest threat to the Knicks winning the championship. You see that?
Okay.
They're the biggest threat. Wemby's not the biggest threat. The biggest threat is either Detroit or Cleveland. And here's why. Because once we get to the chip, there's nobody stopping Jalen Brunson from winning that title. There's nobody stopping Jalen Brunson from winning that title once we get to the finals. So the biggest hurdle, the biggest threat to the Knicks will be Detroit or Cleveland. And we all know how that's going to turn out. So ultimately, Karan, to answer your question, man, there is no biggest threat. When you're talking about OKC and you're talking about the Spurs, they're going to push themselves to a seventh game.
Right.
We're not going to 7 games with neither one of these teams. So again, we will be rested. This all the stars are aligned. I don't know what we're looking for reasons. The reason why, the betting world and everybody is not picking the Knicks, because the Knicks have been irrelevant for so long, they don't believe it. But those who are in that locker room in New York, they believe it. And they don't care what the outside world is saying. They believe it. So when
That's
you're
a
talking
fact.
about if the Knicks is going to be rusty, if the layoff, there's a difference between rust and fatigue. I'm gonna let y'all know. It's a difference, again, between rust and fatigue. See, with rust, You might be rusty in the first quarter, the second quarter, but eventually you hit your stride. But fatigue, there's no antidote for fatigue. 2 7-game series back to back? No. No. So even if the Knicks came out rusty and we came out flat, you can leave, the rust can leave during a game. The rust can leave, but fatigue cannot. It only pounds on and pounds on. So when we're talking about the Knicks, and I know people are scared to believe in the Knicks right now. I know people are scared to be at that mountaintop that you call looking down at OKC and falling
That's
off
a fact.
at the last moment. I know people are afraid of that. But fear doesn't exist. And that's what the Knicks realize in the locker room. It doesn't exist. Why every other team can feel good on their way to a championship run, but the Knicks can't? Why there's always so many discrepancies with the Knicks and no other team has those discrepancies? Why? Because the Knicks have been irrelevant for so long, Karan. It's time. Stop trying to find ways.
Do you think that they're looking at our star like, well, they got Wemby, they got SGA. Do you think they underestimating Brunson being our star? Do you think that has anything to do with it?
No. They're not underestimating Brunson. Brunson already let them know they were wrong. When they talked about Wemby being the next Michael Jordan, I'm sorry, last year, what did Brunson do to eclipse Michael Jordan's in the playoffs? He eclipsed them. He was in the same company as Jordan that whole playoff run.
Yeah.
So when you're talking about, when you're sitting here and you're talking about, do they don't believe in Brunson? They're not supposed to believe in Brunson right now because they talk bad about him too long. They got to stand on business right now, and they're scared. Karan, you just said it. I'm going to go down with the ship. I have my picks. My picks fail me.
That's facts.
They got to do the same thing now. And some of them don't care to save their job. They're turning coat. They're switching off the ship. A la the Shaqs of the world, a la the Stephen A's of the world. You know, even Udonis Haslem talking about he thinks Detroit coming out the East. But
That's funny to me.
He's the Miami Heat. He's supposed to say that. Paul Pierce is supposed to say that. You know, we got to stop worrying about these former players who hated the Knicks. You know, even Charles Barkley. You know why Charles Barkley hated us? One, because Charles Oakley smacked the hell out of him. But two, because we did not pick him up and when his career was declining. They knew at the end of their career they can go to New York on their name. We ain't accepting that no more. So, KD, you can stay where you are. Kawhi Leonard over Giannis, that is disgusting. Yeah. That's disrespectful to OG. That's disrespectful to OG. Kawhi can take his what they call it, the minute restriction. So he can take his minute restriction self and go somewhere else, man. We got OG who's coming back off of hamstring tightness to prepare to play. He ain't on no Kawhi Leonard type stuff. And when we talk about the Greek salad, I don't care now who goes. As long as JB and Cat stays, everybody else can go if we get Giannis. But I don't even want to talk about Giannis. I'm talking about us as a Knicks team, as a Knicks fandom. We are here. It's time for y'all to just buckle up your seatbelts because this ride with either Cleveland or Detroit is going to be a little scary because it's going to look like we're rusty. It's going to go we fell off. But what y'all don't realize, rust versus fatigue, it's no comparison. You can always hit your stride, but fatigue, you're cooked food. It's only a matter of time before you. That's why they was playing lopsided against Cleveland. Both of them. Watch the game tomorrow. It's going to be sloppy. Their legs are gone. And you got a fresh New York Knicks team who's playing arguably the best defense in the league right now in these playoffs. You got the number one scoring team in the league right now in these playoffs is the Knicks. The number one efficiency rating for three-point in the Knicks. Like, what do we talk? They're scared, Karan. Everybody has to talk about the Knicks right now because they talk bad about them before we got here. They talk bad about Mike Brown. So, and go back to Brooklyn. Brooklyn, listen, bro. You're talking about the coaching tree. Pop ain't there no more, bro. Yeah, it's a coaching tree, but Pop ain't there no more. So at the end of the day, Brown blazed his own trail. He blazed his own trail. You can come from a coaching tree. There's a lot of coaches that come from coaching trees, and now they're sitting third and fourth on the bench behind the coaches because they didn't have it. Mike Brown has it. So don't take no credibility for what's about to happen because Wemby got a couple of more years. He needs another piece. Castle, I like Castle. He's from UConn. I like Castle. He's a dog. Yeah. I told you that before. I watched him in UConn. UConn, my favorite basketball team. So at the end of the day, Castle's a dog, but look what Castle played the Knicks. Look how he looked against Bridges and OG. Them boys already know. See, and I'm about to get off the phone, Karan. The Knicks in Detroit is arguably the Eastern Conference championship that everybody want to see. So for Detroit, beating the Knicks in the playoffs will be their finals because they know to get to the finals, they're getting cooked. So the finals for Detroit is playing the Knicks, getting to the Knicks and playing the Knicks. Their ECF right now is playing right now tomorrow. That's their ECF. Because the next round is their finals when they playing us. I'm going to say that again.
I like that.
Thank you. I don't even got to say it again. And so for the Spurs, the same thing. Their ECF was Minnesota. Their finals is OKC.
Bingo.
I'm out.
Thank you, Ty. I appreciate that.
Jeez.
No doubt. And yo, and him saying that, it just remind me of my M. Bison reference. I did a show saying we are M. Bison and Street Fighter. Y'all gotta make it to us. You don't just become M. Bison overnight. You gotta put the work in. You gotta get past Cammy and Fade Long before you get to Vega and Bullrog and them guys. There's levels to this, man. Big time salute to L Figure on the jewels. By the way, AP asks, what is the jewels? I don't know. I see you, AP. I have no idea what the jewels are, but I do appreciate it. I know it's like some sort of gifting thing, and you know, people, they like to send jewels, so I appreciate it. My only thing is, and I'm about to do the MVP donors, there's not a list of the jewel people. I don't know why. It's really weird. Salute to my man, Young King. I do appreciate you, King from Brooklyn, represent always, man. By the way, to all my New York people, man, try to pop out next week. It's going to be a movie up in there, man. We doing the watch party in Q Bar. That's in Bayside, Queens. Pop out. That's going to be on the 23rd, Saturday, May 23rd. All you got to do is hit the RSVP link that's in the chat right now. You click that link, you see the watch party, put your name, and just let me know how much people you coming with. That's it, man. Simple, easy, smooth. We're going to have giveaways. It's a pool hall. We're going to play pool. We're going to eat. We're going to drink. We're going to watch the Knicks. It's going to be a movie up in there. Make sure you guys come in and watch it. Watch the game with me and the rest of OKF Nation. Big time salute to my man AP. He says, I'm starting to worry about the rust. Man, AP, I did a show talking about rest of rust, and all the channel members already know. You know, the team with the most rest has the advantage going into the next series. Now, it doesn't mean you're always going to win, but the team that has the rest is proven based off evidence to have the advantage. Okay, so don't worry about the rust, especially with this group. You know, we're an older group, not old, but older than most of the competition that's left, whether it be OKC, San Antonio, Detroit, not Cleveland. Cleveland's probably the oldest team, but you know, we have you know, experience, and I think we'll be fine. I mean, we've never seen this much rest since what, 99? We hadn't seen this much rest, so probably not even then, to be honest. You know, you might have to go back further, but I think we'll be fine. All right. And my man Young King says foul trouble, physicality, bad chess. Well, that's a bad pawn. I'm assuming chess maybe, and perimeter defense. Okay. Both the Pistons and the Cavaliers, they present mostly different challenges. I think the foul trouble is something that you may have to worry about possibly a little bit more. Well, honestly, maybe for both teams, but I would say Detroit. But I think we'll be fine. And also, my man Young King says the only thing stopping us is us. Always OKF. Always Knicks OKF. Big time salute. Let me just say this. I agree with that. I think that we're at a level right now where, you know, we just looking at the world like it's behind us, man. Like I know we didn't win it yet, but I just see so much for this group, man. I really think that I just think that this is a special group of Knicks, man. And whether it's Wemby You know, whether it's OKC next round, whether it's Detroit, Cleveland, I don't really care. You know, I was torn last night because I wanted both teams to win because, well, if Cleveland would have won, my scouting report would have been a whole lot easier. I already had 8 keys and I did a more recent scouting report on Cleveland, so it would have been a lot easier for me if Cleveland wins. But if Detroit would have won, it gives me an extra day to prepare because I already had 5 keys for Detroit. So I kind of want to see both teams win. I don't really care who we have to see. I have no concern about none of these teams in the Eastern Conference Finals. I just think that we present too much challenges, and we're really a team that really doesn't have any weaknesses. Like when you look at our game, we don't have it. Like we can shoot the 3 ball. We got guys that can score in the mid range. We got guys that can get in the paint if we need it. We got, rebounding. We got defense. We're defending the 3 ball a lot better. I mean, when you look at the Knicks, there's nothing really that we can't do. We're the best transition defense in basketball. So I truly believe that we can only stop ourselves at this point. Big time salute to my man J-Tab Ma. He said Figgy call request. All right, so I'm gonna get to Figgy in a second. But what I want to do before I get to Figgy, who is OKF Nation's most requested caller, big time salute to Figgy. Let me just go through these MVP donors really quickly because I'm from Brooklyn and I spread love. It's the Brooklyn way. So I just want to give a big time salute to the people who support. My man AP, big time salute to you. A-Pow Diaz, big time salute to you. Angie, big time salute to you. My man Crim's dad, big time salute to you. CW Flash, big time salute to you. FGC Hitman, big time salute to you. I'm trying to remember, was that A-Pow Diaz? One of the MVP donors donated the 10 memberships. That was fire. Salute to my man Killer B, always donating memberships, man. My man Hakeem the Dream, even though he has a lot of, weird takes, but I do appreciate the super chats. My man J-Tap Mob, you better fly out to the watch party, man. You better not stay in California. You better fly to the East Coast. Watch the game. My man Knicks will be champs, who actually called up on one of the shows for the first time ever. I can't remember what show that was. But salute to him. My man D from LA. L Figgy, who we about to get on the line. Mr. Knicks 1-on-1. All right. And who is this? My man New York Demon and Rowan the Afro. Big time salute to y'all, man. That's the super chat MVP donors. Of course, the Cashapp crew. My man Ty, my man Trey, my man Mo Breeze, and Rock from ATL. Ty and my man Rock, the Callback Kings, man. Big time salute to y'all. I do appreciate y'all, man, and all y'all support. All right, I get to the members tomorrow. Let me get my girl L Figgy in the building really quickly. If you want to talk about any of the topics right now, we're talking about Wemby. Why? Well, not why, but is he the biggest threat to the Knicks right now in these playoffs, winning the championship? We Ant-Man dapping up the bench at the 8-minute mark. Kawhi Leonard, is he a better trade prospect than Giannis, according to one anonymous GM? LeBron James will likely stay in LA. I didn't even get to that yet. I will. We could talk about the entire playoff picture. Oh, I didn't even get to Miles Turner either. So I'm going to get to that in a second. Let me just get to some more calls, and then maybe I'll introduce those topics if we have time. Let's see. Get Figgy in the building. 646-995-8389. Remember, we're on a tight clock, 3-minute clock. Callbacks, call requests, that's 5 minutes. No clock status, 8 minutes, all right? We've been doing really good. I know Maxine is proud. Oh, by the way, big time salute to the channel members, right? So, because we did the members only watch party, and I told them I was watching the movie with Maxine. We watched this movie with the dude. Remember the dad that told the daughter to go under the bed and all that stuff when he had to go? What was that? Was that Taken or something like that with the daughter? Who is the old guy that plays in Taken? I think it's called Taken with the daughter. He always got to protect his daughter. Anyway, so we wound up watching a movie with him. Some 1970s movie he did. It was weak as hell. Like, Max fell asleep. That movie was weak, dog. I said, oh, man, what the hell was this? So yeah, we gotta make up the movie night right after this, and then after that, I'm coming right back on live. Hold on, where the hell is Figgy at? Do I got an L Figgy or just Figgy? I don't see her name. All right, let me go to. Oh yeah, I got it as L Figgy. That's why. All right, 646-995-8389. Call up, voice your opinion. All right, get her on the line. What's good, Figgy? You are requested as you always are.
Thank you,
What's
thank
your
you, thank you,
thoughts?
J
This is
Tap.
from
I
J
appreciate
Tap.
it, brother.
Yes.
Yes, my brother, and that was very, very kind and generous of you. And yes, Taken, classic, love that one. They had like part, they had like part 2, 3, whatever. But yeah,
What's
that
the
movie
guy's name? You know his name? The guy, the old.
Liam Neeson.
Yeah, Liam Neeson. We watched another movie from him. Like he's in the 70s. He's an assassin. It was weak as hell. Oh man. Nice he fell asleep. I said, I'm turning this off. I'm not watching, I'm not watching this.
No, but that
movie.
movie will make everybody with like teenage kids paranoid. You're
Oh
gonna be
yes,
like,
that's why I remember it. Yes, I got a daughter. It makes me paranoid. Yes, it does.
It's like you can't even go to the mall. No, you're not even going to the mall without me, man. No.
Exactly. But what's your thoughts on any of the top? Where you want to go? J-Tap wants to hear from you, man. Where we going, Figgy?
I heard Ty, and I agree with him 100% with the fatigue and, rust versus rest. I don't know if anybody saw Josh Hart. He had a little interview this week, and then on the Roommates podcast, he and Jalen were also talking about it, and they're chomping at the bit. Right now, see, where we're at right now is a good place. They're watching the games, so they're watching all the games, and Josh Hart even said, man, I'm watching the games. I want to get back out on the court. We're chomping at the bit. If you watch any of the full practices, which OG was a part of, man, they're intense. These are not like, baby practices. They're running full court practices. Our guys are chomping at the bit. They want to come out and play. We're going to come out with that kind of intensity that we did in that last, you remember that last game against the Hawks where we just came out, and it was crazy because, again, when you're on the verge of elimination, usually the team that's on the ropes is the one that comes out with more intensity. But we just took that game. And I have a feeling that that's going to be our first game in the Eastern Conference. We're going to come out because we're so ready. We're like a horse. Like if you've ever seen a horse, at the horse races when they have the horses behind the cage and they're like stomping and they're grinding and they're messing with the dirt. It's because they cannot wait to get out there. They're dying to get out there. So I think we're gonna run and gun when we get out there. I think we're gonna come with a lot of energy, and we really could use this rest. This rest was very much needed, as we all saw. Cat took a hard spill in that Phillies game. Josh's heart has been messed up. Jalen's been getting knocked upside the head every other night. Joel Embiid, he fell on Cat in a very ugly way. He rolled on Mitchell Robinson's knee in an ugly way. He's dirty. So I mean, I don't expect anything less from him. But I think we really, we needed some cold plunge sessions. We needed some we definitely needed some hydrotherapy. I think we needed some sauna. We needed some, the guys come out with those bruises, the cupping bruises. So, because that rebuilds muscle. Obviously for OG, these 9 days are huge for him. So this is going to be good. I think we're all good. It's not what we think. I think we're not going to, and to piggyback on what Ty said, I agree with him that even if we're maybe a little rusty coming out, it's rust and fatigue are two different things. And you could see it in last night's game. Last night's game, man, we were all in the panel. And by the way, for anybody who hasn't joined and hasn't become a member, man, if y'all are even considering it on the fence, man, y'all got to get on this membership thing. We are having too much fun in the Discord.
Thank you, Figgy.
Yo, if y'all think the chat is fire, if y'all think these lives are fire, the panels are just next level. We just have too much fun in there because it's like we're all together watching the game. It is very, very, it's just like, it levels up the experience y'all are getting here in the chat. It's just leveling everything up. So yeah, if you haven't considered joining, man, definitely become a member. To me, it's the best money you'll spend on YouTube, for real.
Thank you. Yep, I appreciate that. I've tried to put the work in, and you're not just going to become a member and that's it. There's nothing you get. It's just every month you got stuff coming out. You're not getting nothing. Like, damn, what am I doing over? Like, what are we doing? No, this is a real, it's a real experience over here.
No, you get this is no man. This is amazing. You're getting platinum premium service. Karan and Maxine has put together a beautiful product. on our
100%.
little corner of the Knicks YouTube channel. So, yo, you guys got to get on this membership thing. It is so much fun. We're having too much fun, and we want everybody that we chop it up with here in the chat to join us, for real. The more the merrier, by the way, guys. Everyone's welcome. I got my Hawks guys in here right now, and he's funny, man. He cracks me up, and he's a real one. I like him.
Yeah, salute to him, the Hawks, because they were cool. You know, some of them jumped on board. You know, they're good people.
Yeah,
Good
Hawks ATL 678. He's good people. So we appreciate. He said he's gonna pull for us going forward. So
yeah, right.
Yeah, man. It's all one big happy family over here. The more but I do think that going into the Eastern Conference, we're in very, very, very good shape. You never extend a series when you don't have to. You don't ever do that. When you can finish a team, man, you finish that, because again, you're risking injury, you're risking fatigue, you're risking all kinds of problems. People can get into little scrappy messes. You get people suspended, ejected, just fine. You know what? It's the playoffs. When a team can finish a team, you don't mess around. You don't play with your food at this point in the season. This is not time to experiment, play with. No. Why would you do that? That's weak.
Right.
That's weak.
That's weak.
And last night's game, we saw that.
100%.
That was probably the most boring 48 minutes, man. We were that. I mean, Brownsville Spurs fan came in just to mix things up, because that was just Karan. Oh, I did want to ask you though, before we get off the phone, that stat you put up with Jalen versus SGA, that was a fire stat, man. I took a screenshot of that so I could send it to my Knicks people. That was a fire stat. So if
just holding on to it, Figgy, just in case we get into it with some Thunder people. I'm just waiting for the Thunders. I'm waiting for them. Oh.
All right, that was a great stat, and the guys again, all the members.
I could put it in the Discord if you want me to. I could put it in the Discord. Sure.
Yes, that was a great stat. I did not know that. That was very interesting, because you look at that and you're like, man, how is this guy the darling of the league? And Jalen's got his number. Jalen's got his number in every important stat going down the line. That's just crazy.
Exactly. So,
but
Figgy, I appreciate you, man. Great call.
Yeah,
you always cooking, and that's why you're the number one requested.
Yeah, thank you guys. Let's go, Knicks. Let's go.
All right, big time salute. It's L Figgy, the number one requested caller in OKF Nation. She always got great stuff to say, and the OKF ladies are always the most impressive. Let me see. AP says, "Make no mistake, I'll take a quick 4 over 7." Yeah. The team with the rest has the advantage. We talked about that. I think I did the members only show on that, and that's another thing too. Like with the members, I like when the channel members refer the membership, because now it's like it's not just me telling y'all to join the channel. You got actual members actually sharing the membership. That's fire. And there's a lot of value in a lot of those videos. You could always just go back to them and watch them, and you see that I'm spot on, because I'm somebody that sees the big picture, and that's why a lot of times I'm right. Am I right all the time? But a lot of times I'm on the money. So yeah, the 4 is always better than the 7, and we're about to see up next in this series. Let me see. My man D from LA says, watch F1. You're not talking about Fast and Furious 1, right? Is there a movie called F1 that has nothing to do with Fast and Furious? I'll check it out. Why not? I'll look for it, and I know you're about to get on the line, so I'm going to ask you exactly what that's about. And AP says, Jalen Jenkins had 15 points. We don't have a pair of Dennis Jenkins on our roster. Both these teams look beatable to me. We can win ugly too. Yeah. I mean, our identity. We're a two-way team we're a versatile two-way team that could beat you in a variety of ways. That's our identity. So if they want to get ugly with it, we could get ugly with it. If they want to play fast pace, clean basketball, we could do that. We could get into 3-point shootouts. I mean, we could get into paint battles. We got one of the best paint defenses in basketball, one of the best transition defenses basketball. Our 3-point defense has improved during the playoffs. I mean, wherever you want to go, we are equipped to deal with whatever the opponent brings. So I'm not concerned at all. I have no concerns. Let me get to my man D from LA. Curious to see what movie he's talking about. But if you want to talk about Wemby, is he the biggest threat? And I got more topics too. What's good? What's good, D? What movie you talking about? The F1 thing? Is that's not Fast and Furious,
F1
right?
is about Formula One. It's Brad Pitt and this the kid from Snowfall. I can't remember his name.
So is this like an action movie?
Yeah, it's basically Top Gun for Formula One racing. It's an amazing movie. Just
Oh,
watch
F1.
it. It's pretty dope.
I'll check it out.
It's pretty dope.
Definitely.
All right, but I wanted to say this, and then I'll connect it to the question. So you mentioned Ant-Man, right? I think two things are happening with Ant-Man, and I don't think that handshake yesterday was random. Number one thing I believe is happening with Ant-Man is his days in Minnesota are slowly starting to come to an end. It may not be the off season, but I believe it is the beginning of the end with him in Minnesota. That's one. Number two, I think himself and many already know in the Wemby League going forward, he is slowly leaving his status as a 1A superstar and entering a Jamal Murray phase of his career in the Wemby League. I've said this before. The only player that I'm willing to give a super max in the NBA is Wembanyama under this new second apron, right?
Okay.
And I think he knows, looking at what's going forward with OKC especially, he's going to start leaving the 1A status, and front offices are going to stop looking at him as worth 1A pay going forward. Now talking about Wemby. Is Wemby as an individual the biggest threat to the Knicks? Yes, because I believe Wemby is the biggest threat to everybody left in the playoffs. I think he's the biggest constant currently. Is he the biggest threat to us winning the championship? No, because it's still a team sport. So the question would be, how many minutes is Mitch going to play? Because that's going to play a significant role on Wemby specifically. But I don't think he's the biggest threat to us winning a championship because, again, it's a team sport. I do have a question for you, though, boss.
What's up?
If every team is underperforming, right? Every team's underperforming version of that team. Who has the highest floor when underperforming?
If everyone is underperforming, I don't think everyone's underperforming though.
Which team has the highest floor as their underperforming self?
But I would say, besides the Knicks or including the Knicks,
all the teams left.
It'll be between the Knicks and OKC.
Have the highest floor as underperforming self?
Yeah.
Who would you give the edge to?
That's tough.
Say it. Don't run. Nah. Don't
That's
run.
tough.
Everybody's playing. No injuries. Everybody's playing. Who has the highest floor as their underperforming self?
The highest
If we're going to go based on what's already happened, if we're going to go based on what's already happened, and of course it's selected because both the teams that each team played are different, Hawks versus Lakers, blah, blah, blah. It is OKC currently.
Yeah, it is technically.
Currently, they have the edge. And the reason why I bring this up is because somebody mentioned it already. Our biggest threat is ourselves. And it goes back to us never seeing ourselves underperform going forward. Because if we do, we give too many windows for somebody to, creep in and kind of take us out. As long as we don't underperform and we keep our ceiling, we keep rising above our ceiling, then there should be no team that's that much of a threat to us. But it all comes down to how consistent we can be. So far, we see OKC sweep through their series. There are different nuances there, but so far, OKC has swept through their series. The Knicks kind of let the Hawks take our food. It wasn't really a real loss. It was just us just underperforming. But going forward, though, Mike Brown and the Knicks, there's no room for error, though. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
No room for error.
That's right.
But I'm going to holler at y'all, though.
Thank you.
Stay up. No doubt.
All right. Yeah, I see what he's saying about the floor. I guess you would have to give it to OKC. They got the best record in the league. I don't think they play bad though. I think that the Eastern Conference teams look terrible. Wemby and them had moments, but that last game was just, it was boy. Also, AP talked about Jenkins. I like Jenkins though. AP, I ain't gonna lie. I think Jenkins is solid. he showed me that, he could perform in the playoffs. First off, give a big time salute to Maxine, the super producer. I do appreciate you, Maxine, in the building. Get my man Rocker on the line. All right, 646-995-8389. Call up. All right, voice your opinion. We're talking about a whole lot. NBA Fan Saturdays. What's good, Rock?
Sure, what's going on, okay?
Not much, man. I see Wemby got it done. He making me look bad out there. What's your thoughts? Is Wemby the biggest threat? Where you want to
go? Threat to who?
The
Not
Knicks.
us.
Yeah, is he the biggest threat to the Knicks?
We welcome his presence.
That's a fact.
I think we're gonna get it. Me and you had this discussion earlier in the season, and you were saying that they won't advance because they got to take the necessary steps. Remember you said that?
Right.
But the thing is, I think what negates that is that he's an anomaly physically, just like Shaq went early because he was an anomaly. And then you're discounting his experience as far as the Olympics is concerned.
But Shaq didn't win the championship, though. To be fair, he didn't win the championship on his first year in the playoffs.
You're right, but he still skipped the steps in going that fast, though.
Yeah, that's why I don't think he's going to win it. Though I'm leaning on that history. He's great, but the greatest of the greats, they all lost. They all got cooked.
Oh yeah, but like I said, that's why Wemby's gone, because he's special physically, and and Brownsville Spurs are gonna love this. He's in their head already. I remember they was at the press conference and, what's the biggest reason they lost? And I think Jay Will was like, we got a guy on the other side that's like 7'5". That's what? That reminds me of when Tyson used to come in the ring, you used to see the look on the other guy's face. They already lost, man. You already lost.
Yeah.
You gave up the ghost already. Just lay down. Get back out the ring, man.
Also, but the good thing about Jay Will, though, he's coming off the bench. He's going to be coming off the bench. He ain't going to be starting.
Yeah. I know, but
you feel me? Because he's coming back. He's coming back. Okay.
He's an older ass guy. And, and I know Harper's a rookie, but his dad, Hall of Fame, have been pouring into him for years, man. So that's all in his head. So he's kind of like
Harper's nice. I like Harper. Yeah, I like him. So he's good.
And I mentioned this before, man, because Gerald Spurs mentioned this too, because Ant-Man shouting out Castle. Ant-Man, Castle, and JB from Celtics. They're all Georgia boys, man. I tell you, them Georgia guards, man, it's something different, man. It's something different.
Nah, they're nice. They're nice. Can't front on none of them. They're nice.
But let me fall back on to the last conversation I had with you. This goes against what you and Alfie was talking about. This is why we got to go after Giannis. Remember what held Shaq back is the towers from San Antonio. We get Giannis here and we get Cat here. That'll hold Wemby back for a little while. You understand what I'm saying? Now, if we don't get him, fine. The nostalgia is like you guys are saying, we ain't peaked yet. We love these guys. Let's see how it works. Let's see how it flourish. But it might backfire in that sense. But I know for sure if we get Giannis here, it will not backfire in that sense. Because we have two of the best 5 big men in the league. As well as JB, he's one of the top 5 point guards in the league. That's a recipe for at least a 5-year run of success at the highest level.
But Rod, I'm gonna say this on the way out. I'm not saying I'm against it though. You feel me? I'm not saying I'm against it. I'm just saying like, yo, if we're gonna keep it together after we win the championship, I'm not gonna be that mad. Cause I ain't gonna lie, Rock. Once I get the championship, though, I'm gonna be talking so much smack. Like all of them other team friends I got, they gonna hate me. I don't even care. Once we get the I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna be so cocky.
But right after the day after the championship, far as Knicks brass concerned, work
I'm gonna
still got
throw
to be
all of
done,
these.
man. It's an arms
Listen,
race.
I'm gonna throw all of these hats out, and they all going to have to be championship hats. If they're not champion, I'm throwing them all out. Like I'm dead serious. It's gonna be nothing but Knicks championship hats.
Oh yeah,
Facts.
no doubt, no doubt. We just talking, work
I know for
begins
the
right after
future.
the
Y'all thinking
championship,
about the
man.
future. I got you. You thinking about like
It's an
how
arms race,
Leon's
brother.
gonna be thinking. Yeah, I got you.
All
All right, but I appreciate you, Rock, man. Big time.
right, bro. Take it easy.
All right, no doubt. Yeah, look, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. We win that championship, y'all. I don't even give a damn about next season. Yo, if we win the championship, do y'all know what that means? By the way, to the people who listen, if you're not calling up, yo, I don't care about none of these messages you send me, man. I don't read your messages, man. You're not calling up. Listen, don't talk about you from another team. What's going on with my call log, though? I could have sworn I saw Tugboat calling up, but he's not in the queue. That's weird. Let me call him. Let me call him. Yeah, I don't respect that. That's some spooky in the wood. Yo, a lot of these you know what I'm realizing? The Cleveland Cavaliers, straight spooky. Yo, the Cleveland Cavaliers got the most spooky in the woods fan base out of all of them. I don't respect it at all. Spooky in the goddamn woods. Now we got these Thunder people. If you're not calling up, I don't respect y'all. Y'all coming off a little spooky, OKC. I told y'all I'm on a mountaintop looking down at you. You should call up and talk that Oklahoma talk. We the champions and we gonna repeat. No. Look at my man AP. He said, I've been watching Knicks since I was 14 years old in 91. This is the first time I can say I feel confident. This is different than 93 and 94. Ooh, wait, hold on. AP. Are you telling me that this is different from 94 when the bald-headed guy, you know what I'm saying? That guy, he left? I don't know. And by the way, salute to all of the Jewel people. I'm watching. I do appreciate you for the Jewels and L Figgy. If I didn't shout you out, I do appreciate the Jewels. But yeah, 94, man. Well, okay. I hear you. I hear you. You said you was 14 years old in 91, so you was older than me. So okay. I mean, I respect it. I definitely respect it. J-Tap says when they win the chip, you get an NBA camp cup. Yeah, I'm gonna get the NBA cup too. That's facts. It has to be yo, J-Tap, I swear to God. Maxine will be happy because I got so many hats. I will throw all of these hats in the trash. It gotta say championship. Similar to this. Oh no, I don't got it up there. Remember that Liberty hat I had on yesterday? It said 2024 finals. It gotta be something like that. Yeah, I can't. Yeah, it gotta be championship. Though everything Nick I own I might have to donate these hats. Yeah, because I'm getting straight championship hats. Like dead serious. Facts. You feel me? Let me get my man Tugboat, and then I'm gonna once I get Tugboat up in here, I'm gonna get into what you call it? The LeBron stuff. I know a lot of y'all don't like LeBron, but still gotta talk about it. It is NBA Fan Saturdays. I gotta update my phone app too. What's good, Tugboat?
What's happening, KP?
Nothing much, man. We got a lot to talk about, man. Wemby had me eat some crow, man. I had to eat crow on Wemby. I still don't got him going to the finals.
I had Wemby winning, but I didn't have him winning last night. Me and Ty was talking like, yo, Timberwolves is winning tonight, but looks like it ain't that way.
Hell no. So is he the biggest threat to the Knicks now?
The biggest threat to the Knicks is the Knicks, man.
I love it.
Yeah, the biggest threat to the Knicks is the Knicks. As long as we stay out of foul trouble and we keep our head on the way we got it going and keep going with the momentum and trajectory that we're headed in, I mean, that's Only thing that can stop us now is us. So
Right.
yeah, not worried about that. I'd even put the referees before I put Wemby. To be honest with you,
I
I put the
ain't
rest
gonna
before I put
lie.
Wemby.
I got the foul merchant beating up on Wemby, man.
Yeah.
I got the foul merchant beating. I think if you watch Game 4, the only game the Thunder won this season, that's the blueprint to beating Wemby. Everybody did the same. That's why. Oh my! I can't wait for the Spurs. I ain't gonna lie. If the Spurs win and I got to do the 10 key show for them, that's gonna be the easiest 10 key. All I got to do is go to the debate. Let's go right to the debate I was at. Yeah, these are the reasons why.
Yeah.
That's all I gotta do, man. Like it's a formula. Like Denver, I never thought Minnesota was gonna win. I thought Denver was gonna be there, and Denver was my pick to actually make it to the finals because I thought that
Yeah,
Denver
I
has
remember
the
that.
recipes. I felt like they had the recipe to deal with Wemby. Because remember, Denver
Right.
got the number one offense. It's gonna be good luck stopping them.
Yeah, no, I didn't have no faith. I had, like I said, my picks is Knicks and Spurs. That's what I had out the gate was Knicks and Spurs. So that's just how I feel.
So you gotta stick with your pick.
Yeah. And I still feel it's gonna be Knicks and Spurs. I think we're gonna relive the cup. I think we're gonna relive '99 and we're gonna do it right. We're gonna hop in the time machine and fix where we went wrong. Even with Wemby, as far as like last night, like I know the issue with him throwing that elbow was a big issue, but I watched last night. He was getting fouled a lot, and they weren't calling it. He was kind of shaking his head like, "Okay, I get it. Y'all let me get away with murder, so I guess I gotta eat, gotta eat these fouls." So I'm wondering, I'm curious to see if that's gonna carry on throughout the both finals, the conference finals and the NBA finals if he makes it. But
Possibly. I don't. We'll see. I don't know.
and what was the issue with Ant-Man dapping people? I saw everybody had an issue with that. What was wrong with that? I didn't see
Well,
nothing
we
wrong with
never seen this. I mean, I go back to the 90s. I seen highlights from the 80s and the 70s. I've never seen a player 8 minutes in the game. The game is still going on. You go over to the other team's bench, dap them all up. The entire staff and record label, like Tupac would say. You go over there, dapping them all up while the game is still going. I've never seen that before.
I ain't never seen a nigga tell the president to stand down, bro. Ever.
Okay.
Ever. So Ant's cut from a different cloth, in my opinion. I mean, because like he got pulled. I mean, they threw in the towel. That was another team that threw in the towel. So it wasn't even like he's like, oh man, coach said, hey, we're bringing our other guys in, and you're not going back out. And it's like, all right, let me dap him up now, so that way when the game's over, I'm going straight to the locker room. But I'm not gonna go out on no bitterness and be like, oh, Ant-Man didn't dap nobody up. He's unsportsmanlike. Nah, let me get these handshakes out now. Let me sit over here with the team. We're going to take this L, and then I'm going straight to the locker room, and I'm going to discuss my trade options.
So hold on, that's a good point, right? And you're a little younger than me, so you coming in with the LeBron era. So do you think that LeBron, what he did is better than what LeBron did? Because remember,
LeBron. That's what I'm saying. I think that's what it was. It was a better version of that. I don't like when LeBron just goes to the locker room and power. It looks unsportsmanlike.
Yeah, that's weak as hell.
It looks catty. It diminishes your whole GOAT debate, and those little, what they call them, intangibles is why people kind of hold back from giving LeBron, GOAT status.
Right.
But I thought what the way Ant-Man did, it's like, yeah, exactly. You got your dap ups out the way. We're not coming back in the game. Coach doing the white towel. So let me dap y'all up now, get it out the way, so I can go to the locker room and not sit around here and watch the confetti fall on my head. I'm good on that.
So when Udonis Haslam says that, yo, he's not a good leader, you're not rocking with that? You think that that's not right?
As far is he using just this one example, or is he saying as a whole?
He's saying because he never seen, because Blake Griffin, all of them was like, they'd never seen it before. Then he responds and says, because he did this, that he's not a good leader. Because he dapped him up in the middle of the game. It's like weakness. It's like, you throwing in the towel. Do you think that makes him? Should we question his leadership? No, well, Blake didn't say that. No, they just said that they didn't like it. But Udonis questioned his leader. He was the only one that questioned the leadership. None of them liked it, but he was the only one that questioned the man's leadership.
I mean, I do question Ant-Man's leadership, but not off of that situation. Like I said, I don't mind that situation. I don't know.
Right.
I
Okay.
really don't mind it because Ant-Man is one of a kind. He's a very special player on the court and off the court. I mean, his personality, he gets away with saying a lot of stuff. I don't know how, but he says a lot of reckless activity.
No, he
And
got fined. Remember, he got fined $200K. They fined his ass like
oh,
a
right. Oh,
quarter
yeah.
million.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember that was early on. And I mean, but
Mm-hmm.
he still just does what he does. I mean, like I said, the man told the president to stand down. Like that's crazy. So
Yes.
I don't. Yeah, I'm not gonna throw him under the bus for that.
I
I'm
got you.
curious. Do you think that's a sign though that says I'm done with the Timberwolves? I'm done with A-Rod. I'm done with
Hey, I hate
that's how
listening to.
I look at it as. I look at it as I'm done with this team. Like I appreciate y'all for
Yeah, man.
let me know. I was debating it, but after this game, let me dap y'all up because I
Mm-hmm.
appreciate it. I'm going to Atlanta. I'm going to Miami. I'm going wherever, but I'm getting up out of here.
Yo, let me say this. Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now. I hate listening to player interview. It's like a chore for me to listen to it because 90% of the time I'm getting nothing out of it. Like
Right.
literally, it's just we know we got to rebound and then pass the ball and then we come out, we work like a team, and then we always do the right thing, and the coach tells us to play. Like I don't got time for
Yeah.
that.
They
I want to hear the
always hit the
10
A
shit.
button on the
God
2K
damn it.
questions. They always hit the
Yeah, I don't want to hear that. So, but with Ant-Man now, he's the favorite guy I like because he gonna give you the real deal,
straight
especially if
up.
he lose. Oh my God, it's a show. I like when
Exactly.
Ant-Man talk. So yeah.
Yep. So yeah, I don't have any issue with it. I think it's media and they have their own narratives, but I think they're pointing away from the fact that that's a telltale sign that he's done with the
Right.
Timberwolves. I
Okay,
think
got you.
that's really
So
what it's.
so
I don't
are
think it's
you
a sign of
saying
bad
it?
leadership.
So you saying that it's an old man problem? Like the old guys, they don't like it, but the young guys, the new waves, the LeBron generation, y'all rocking with it. It's all good.
I don't know.
This might be the new trend.
I don't know what the other opinions are. It's just when I saw it and I saw the negative comments behind it, I was like, well, he's not coming back in the game. And when LeBron did it the way he did it, that was hideous. Nobody liked
Right.
that. So yeah,
Okay.
let's not do that. I'm gonna be honorable and accept my loss and that get the handshake, but we're gonna get it out the way early. Since coach throwing the flag early, I'm throwing in the flag early. I'm just following the head of
Got
the
you.
snake.
Got you. Any final words you want to let the people know?
Knicks in 26, man. I hear you getting more. I hear the realization that is happening come more and
Oh
more
yes.
through your
Oh
talk,
yes,
bro.
man.
And it's good to hear. It's
You
good to hear
see
the
me? I said I'm
evolution.
gonna throw away all of my hats. Did you hear what I said? It got to say
What?
championship. I'm throwing away every hat. We win the championship. I'm throwing away. I'm gonna be so cocky. They ain't gonna like me. Trust me.
Look, but
Not gonna like me.
here's what I want to know, right? Because you know how the championship hats go. Are we gonna have the
Yes.
first hat with the cup and the chip on it?
Yes.
Are they gonna put both on our hats? Are we gonna be the
Yes.
double what do they call that?
Yes.
The
Yes.
double champ?
Yes.
I like to apologize to absolutely nobody. The double champ does whatever he
Yes.
wants. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. That's
Yes.
amazing.
Yes.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yes. Yeah,
Yes,
all the
sir.
above. Yes,
Yes.
sir. Do appreciate you, Tugboat.
All right, likewise, brother. Great show.
No doubt. NBA Fan Saturdays. So damn, yo, you know what's crazy? Yo, J-Tap. I've been saving number 9. He was in the queue, man. I was building up to number 9. J-Tap, you are a savage. You said call request for number 9 and 25 for the hang up. Now, hold on. Y'all guys always pushing the rules. How do I even do that? Yo, J-Tap. Oh, my God. Yo, J-Tap, what am I supposed to do, bro? What am I supposed to do? J-Tap, you want me to call the man? You requested the call. I never seen that. That is the illest thing I ever seen in my life, bro. Yeah, I dead ass was about to call him right after Tugboat. I swear to God. Oh, man. Oh, shoot. Well, I guess I gotta do what I gotta do. Oh, my God. Wait a minute, man. Hold up. Let's see. You think he gonna answer? Don't answer. Don't answer.
Yep.
Number nine, man. number 9, man. I'm sorry, bro. Oh, I feel really bad, man. Damn, I had to get rid of him. No, I'm not laughing by myself. Nah, that's cold-blooded, son. J-Tap. That's cold-blooded, bro. I've never seen that before in my life. Come on, man. This is wild. The man paid for a request to call and a hang up. And he answered the call. The funniest thing is he answered the phone. He answered the phone. Yeah, I hear Maxine dying in the other room right now. Nah, y'all wild for that. J-Tap, you wild. He don't even know what happened. That's crazy. Oh my God, hold on. If y'all want to keep the show going, man, call up. Hold on. I did want to put the LeBron on the table though, really quickly though. I didn't get a chance to talk about LeBron. Yo, J-Tap. Yo, you fouled for that, though. Man, that is cold-blooded, bro. LeBron James staying with the Lakers. Considered most likely as market offers few viable other options. LeBron James faces narrow free agency market this season. League insiders widely expecting him to return to Los Angeles as much due to the circumstances as mutual desire between the two parties. Conversations at the NBA Draft Combine in Chicago pointed to one overriding conclusion, that there is no clear alternative fit for James across the league. It's just hard to fit him anywhere, one Western Conference scout said. By our metrics, he remains a top 25 player in the league. Wait, what? Top 25? LeBron is still top 25? That's deep. If he's top 25, I'm sorry. I want to sign LeBron. I'm sorry. I want to sign LeBron. If he remains top 25, if he's top 25 and I could get it for the veteran minimum, why not? All right. We probably assess him as a near max player. Our coaches would tell you he ranks higher. He ranks even higher than that when his legs are back and he's feeling good. Now we know James got paid $52 million. All right. Now, there are teams with cap space, the Chicago Bulls, the Brooklyn Nets. He's not going there. The preferred destinations are the Golden State Warriors. Lack of the financial flexibility to pay him competitively, but they could do a sign and trade. The Cleveland Cavaliers and the New York Knicks are two other teams often linked with James. That's crazy that the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Knicks, to the people who don't really care for LeBron. Hey, I didn't write this article, but they are each currently making deep playoff runs and would have to trade for him to pay him. We're not trading for LeBron. That's not happening. All right. I paid LeBron whatever he wants as long as it's a one-year deal, no player option. Give him the no trade clause, the executive said. Everything new Lakers owner Mark Walter has done so far has been good for business. LeBron does sell tickets, but we MSG, we sell tickets regardless. He keeps the local TV partner happy. We keep the local TV partner happy with LeBron. But re-signing LeBron is good business for the Lakers. So they're saying they think that LeBron James will not come to the Knicks. He will stay in LA. So if y'all want to talk about that, we can. I did miss a call. Let's see who this is. Looks like a first-time caller. I'm not sure if y'all care about LeBron, but I just want to share that LeBron news. Hello, caller. Hey, state your name. Where you calling from, family?
Hey, this is Nick for Life, and I'm from the Bronx.
Hey, man, what's going on? Nick for Life, BX in the building, man. Where we going, family?
Yeah. Let's go! I was watching your YouTube, man, and I'm enjoying it so far. 5 Star told me a lot about you. So
that's my man, Mellow Mike.
Page. Yeah, Mellow Mike, Stevie Nicks. So, yeah, man, I'm over here arguing with fans, Piston fans, and Cat fans. Yeah, you know how that goes. It never ends, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Brunson never gets his respect, bro.
Never.
I'm trying to tell these people, Jalen Brunson is 5-0 in the playoffs against Maxey, Cade, and Donovan Mitchell. And I could see it again in the Eastern Conference Finals. What do you think?
Yeah, I think that we're gonna smoke whoever it is. I have no doubts. I don't care whoever it is either. I'm not ducking no work from neither one of them. I got like 35 keys as to why the Knicks will win either series.
Yeah, man, it will be great, man. I've been a fan since 2004. I became a Knicks fan when I
Nice.
first went to MSG, got a
Nice.
Walt Clyde Frazier autograph. Stephon Marbury, the junk man, the junk man. What's his name?
Junkyard
Yeah,
dog.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He did that
Mm-hmm.
dunk. The Garden was going crazy. My favorite player was
Mm-hmm.
Jamal Crawford. Yeah, man, I'm a diehard Knicks fan, but yeah, man, I just wanted to see your take on that, and I'm enjoying your show, man. Keep it up.
Yeah, on terms of the next round.
Say that one more time.
You say you want to see my take on the next round?
On the
Who we're
next
gonna
round.
face?
Who you think is gonna win tomorrow? I feel like that's kind of a toss up.
Yeah, it's definitely a toss up. I would give the edge to the Pistons, but my pick was the Cavs. So I'm kind of like I'm in a 50-50 kind of scenario either way. So I think that the Pistons do have the edge. They are the Vegas favorite. Not that matters. But you know, I see why Vegas picks them to win tomorrow. I do. Home court mania.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm on the same boat as you, bro. I had the Cavs in 7 since the beginning of the playoffs. I do
Right.
I do Knicks content as well, all platforms, and I just I just talk about every fan base, and yeah, man, I feel like the Knicks clear everybody in the starting lineup. I feel like Jalen Brunson and Cade is even, and everybody else in the starting lineup, the Knicks are better, even the bench.
Yeah, that's a fact.
That's what I think.
We're just a better team.
Yeah, the Cavs, they have Donovan Mitchell. He's better than Mikal Bridges if if you go by positions.
Right. But that's it.
But man, I feel so good, man. It feels so good to be a Knicks fan. I can't wait.
Yep.
It's 9 days resting, and I'm looking forward for Tuesday. The first game is Tuesday or no?
Yeah, the first game is Tuesday. It's confirmed because we got a game 7 on Sunday. Now, if Cleveland would have won, the first game would have been on Sunday. But Detroit had to spoil that party.
Got you. Yeah, man. Let's just hope for the best. I'm not trying to pump my chest and say Knicks is gonna win the finals. I don't want no bad juju. I'm just trying to let it play out. And Knicks all day, man. Knicks all day.
Well, look, on the way out, let me say it for you. Knicks is winning a championship, and we're on the mountaintop looking down at Oklahoma City. I said it. Remember, you heard it here first. But thank you, brother. I appreciate you.
Brother.
Big time.
All right, brother. Stay blessed, all right?
All right. Thank you.
All right.
You as
Later.
well. Yeah, man. Let me say it for you, man. We on the mountaintop looking down at Oklahoma City. I got to write that article. That's going to be my first Substack article I do besides the, This Week Inside the Knicks stuff on Mondays. Oh, by the way, while y'all here, if y'all want to come to the watch party, I'm mad I don't got the flyer up here. I dropped the ball on that one. But it's going down. We're going to be in at Q Bar next Saturday in Bayside, Queens for Game 3 of the Eastern Conference Finals. If you want to RSVP, click that link in the chat. It's basically my link tree, the link that's on the screen. Linktree/TheObjectiveFan. All you got to do is go there. You'll see the watch party. Click that. All I want to know is your name and how much people you coming with. It's going to be a good time. We're going to play pool. We're going to eat some food. We're going to watch the Knicks. And we got drinks. It's going to be lit. So if you want to come and attend, all you got to do is just let me know. Hit that RSVP link, which is pretty much the link tree. And it's going down. All right. And J-Tap, you better show up, man. You better not stay in California. I'm going to stay for the California watch party. Hell no. Ain't no California watch party going to be like a New York City watch party. Come on, man. No offense to California, man, but this is New York City. We about to turn up, J-Tap. And you was there last year, man. So pull up, pop out. Watch the game. It's gonna be a movie. All right, it's gonna be a movie. Let's see. I was gonna get to Miles Turner, but I don't think nobody cares about. Do y'all care about Miles Turner? Miles Turner up there, he got a podcast spilling the beans, giving all the secrets. Him and Stewie. Big time salute to Breonna Stewart. You know I'm mad? I had on the Liberty hat yesterday, and I didn't give no acknowledgments to the Lady Liberty, man. They putting pressure on all the men. The Lady Liberty gonna win the championship. I'm just letting you know. They're gonna get their second championship in 3 years, and they're telling all the men to keep up with them because right now they trailblazing. So, the New York Knicks, we first up the bat. I think we're gonna knock it out the park. Then we're going to have the Yankees up in there and the ladies up in there. We're going to see what we do. You feel me? But look, man, hold on. Oh, yeah, I answered that question, my AP. Hold on. No, I didn't. AP says win the championship. The NBA Cup also has to go up. Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah, we said that. Yeah. I think they'll put both banners up, and because you know what we got to realize? I know we old and we got old views of basketball. But the next generation, man, they don't give a damn about none of that old school mentality. They come in with their own generation. And the NBA Cup in 10 years is going to be the biggest thing out there. It's going to be like the conference tournaments in basketball. The kids are going to love it. And then 20 years from now, man, the conference championship is going to be everything. You're going to have gotten the NBA Cup championship is going to be everything. You're going to have guys getting paid off NBA Cup performances, man. So we're looking at it now because we're seeing the first iteration. Usually the people that see the first iteration of things look down at it and say, it's better back in the day. It's so much better than. These kids don't know nothing about back in the day. 20 years from now, the NBA Cup in-season tournament is going to be the second biggest thing behind the NBA championship. And we could say that, we were the first team to do both. And look, when we do it, I'm going to be so cocky. Nothing but championship. I'm talking about I'm gonna start every sports conversation with the Knicks won the championship. It could be we could be talking about boxing. I'm gonna be like, the New York Knicks won the championship, right? Because it's going to be a payment or repayment for all of these years of them laughing at us. All right, and saying that Oh. Yo, Cleo, you gotta stop. This is why I gotta stay out of the live chat. Cleo said, Detroit number 9. Why did you answer the phone? You were going for punishment. Oh, honestly, I love OKF Nation, man. Y'all are the best. I literally was saving number 9 like towards the end of the show. I saw him in the queue. I said, I'm gonna get to him towards the end because I know he gonna talk that Detroit talk. But I also knew that y'all might not want to hear that and somebody might hang up on him. I never expected a request and a hang up at the same time. J-Tap, making history up in here. Oh my God, you guys push the rules, the bounds of the rules. But look, I do appreciate y'all. Tonight, I'm gonna try to come back tonight, more than likely, with a Knicks a late night joint. So for all the vampires, if you're gonna be up, I'm gonna try to come back. If I don't come back tonight, I think I will. But if I don't, I'm going to try to get 3 shows in the morning. All right. I know Max don't want to hear that. I want to do a level-headed Knicks talk show like in the afternoon. You feel me? Like about 2 something like that. And then we're going to have the members only op watch party at 8 o'clock. We're going to watch that dreadful Cavs versus Pistons game, but we got to do our scouting report. And then right after that game, we're going to do the Pick'ems Challenge show. Y'all going to call up and y'all going to make y'all picks. I'm going to record it and we're giving away prizes. All right. So that's the game plan for tomorrow. On Monday, I got This Week Inside the Knicks podcast. And then I also got the 10 Key show, which will be sometime in the evening. I don't know. I'm going to have my 10 keys. I already got 5 for Detroit and 8 I got 5 for Cleveland. No, 5 for Detroit and 8 for Cleveland. So I'm good. I'm kind of halfway rooting for Cleveland because it makes my life a lot easier. All right. But listen, I do appreciate you guys. I'll be back later tonight. And until next time, as always, go Knicks. And Knicks, we winning the championship. If you're scared to say it,